Track right on with Tuesday's Times once more. And are mass school shootings an embedded aspect of a free society, Dana? What an odd question.
Well, they seem to be. I don't know how many school shootings we have to see happening in America before they actually decide to do something. So almost a third of Americans believe that mass shootings are an acceptable price to pay for living in a free society. I mean, living in a free society.
Well, not living
That's
for the ones who are
part.
shot.
I mean, it's not so free when you're laying in your grave, is it?
Can you explain this to me, Dana? You know, you're a Canadian. Canada's full of guns.
Yep.
They don't have this problem. So is it about the availability of guns or is it about something else?
I think it's definitely about the availability of guns. I think it's also about the types of guns that people have. We're talking about assault weapons, semi-automatics and things like that. But I think we also have to look at our culture. I don't know, one of the things I thought was so interesting was when Sacha Baron Cohen, I don't know if you remember when he did that whole special, Who is America?
Yes.
And they actually got one of these gun lobbyists. He tricked him into supporting a program called the Kinderguardians program, which sought to actually arm children with, guns likened to toys like the Uzi corn and things like that.
And he was saying this.
He didn't even understand he was being made fun of. It's there. I can't even explain.
Well, it's a different mindset, isn't it? And
Completely.
I do, and it's held the view, the pro-gun view is held by some very intelligent people. And I've tried to get my mind into it. I've tried to understand the viewpoint. But I keep coming back to this point, that if guns are readily accessible, then bad people will get them and commit more. Is this just too simplistic of me?
No, I agree with you. Like you say, there are people that we know, friends, and they put forward all these different theories. But yeah, if there aren't the guns, you're not going to get the murders. And what's happening now is, on this weekend, the Democrats and the Republicans, they're desperately trying to get something through the government, which is a miracle if they do. But whilst they've been doing that, during this weekend, there's been 10 more mass shootings.
I mean, it's absolutely horrific, the extent of it. I mean, one of the arguments that is put forward is that, if you have people who are armed, it actually reduces the possibility of this because these shooters can be taken down quickly. And we did see in Texas, the man who tried to do a mass shooting in a church, he was dead within seconds because half of the congregation were armed. So that's the argument.
It's too much of a risk. It's a roll of the dice. We can also look at the other school shooting where the authorities just sat outside twiddling their thumbs as these children were annihilated for 40 minutes within their school. So you might get lucky with somebody who actually has the nerve to do something with the gun or has the proper training to actually wield it.
And that's an interesting one because you're talking about the recent Texas shooting and at that school, the rules changed after Sandy Hook. The police were meant to go in, right? So that them holding back for that hour while this was going on, they weren't doing what they were meant to be doing.
That's a massive scandal.
Yeah, it's a huge scandal.
Yeah.
So, I mean, anyway, it's